All right, so let's go through these logos, and we'll see if we could pick the best of the best. So here we go. We start out with two titans of heavy music, AC/DC, who we were just talking about, and Motorhead, whose font I also proudly used on my new comedy album, No Sleep Till McSorley's. So this is a tough one right out of the gate, Jim. What do you think? What's your initial thoughts here?
Which one's better out of the two?
Yeah.
Man, it brings me back to when I was in high school, just writing AC/DC, trying to do the logos on my books on the desk, in black magic marker, putting them on the desk, but all of my notebooks and stuff, and trying to copy it just like they did here. Oh man, it's tough.
Motorhead has the cool font, and they got the umlauts over the O, which I didn't even know what that was back then, but it just made it look cooler.
I thought it was for like Lemmy's warts. He had a couple of warts on his face, so they put it over the O.
All right, well there you go. That's the deciding vote. AC/DC moves on. And the next up to challenge AC/DC is Judas Priest. I mean, listen, I just seeing that come up like that, I already have my mind made up.
I'm still going with AC/DC. I never was crazy about the Priest font. I mean, it was cool, but it was never like, holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. It was nice.
Because Daddy, I mean, I sent all these, I got all these logos, but I didn't realize how cool that looked when he just did that hot change. So I got to go Priest. So Joe, you're back in the driver's seat for. Somebody came into the chat and they said Motor. See, I could have had Motorhead in if Mr. Tanya 21. All right, you were a little late on that one. Do you want to weigh in on AC/DC Judas Priest, Mr. Tanya? Which one you like better? Aerosmith. Well, we haven't gotten to Aerosmith yet, but I know that logo's in there. So, all right. No, we got no, but all right. So,
Joe,
Mr. Russo.
I'm going to go with Judas Priest on this one.
There you go. Judas Priest moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, Thin Lizzy. Yeah, I mean, that's I probably could have found a little better version of the logo, but all right, we could have a big upset here. I think I'm going to go Angel on this one as well. I mean, that's pretty cool that the logo is the same both ways. So Angel moves on. All right. This would be a tough one to beat too. Obviously, iconic Iron Maiden font. You know it the minute you see it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's Maiden, definitely. That's a font that I always try to copy and try to do. And when I was writing on my books, that Maiden font.
Yeah. Oh man, this is a tough one for me. I mean, I'm gonna stick with Angel because it's just a little more intricate. Even though the Maiden one is definitely more iconic. We need a tiebreaker in here for this one.
Let's see what the chat says.
Aerosmith.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Boston on this.
And then what they did, then they had a second album, right? That had like maybe one hit off of it, and then
the third one had Amanda.
Okay, that was on the third one.
It took them forever to put the second one out because Tom, what the hell's his name?
Scholes.
Yeah, he was such a maniac. He was like Axl, where everything had to be fine tuned. No, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. I remember it was like a 3 or 4 year wait for the second album or something. Maybe not that long, but like 2.5, 3 years, which is a long time then. Usually those albums were coming out every 9 months to a year.
Well, Jim, that's a great point. Back then, we were getting at least one new album every year.
Yeah.
I mean, some there are bands that put two great albums out in.
Saxon did. Wheels of Steel and Strong Arm of the Law put out 2 out in 1980.
Yeah.
Motorhead put Overkill and Bomber 2 out in 1979.
Jesus. Yeah. So yeah, Boston. So 76. This album came out in 76, and then 78 was Don't Look Back.
All right, so it was 2 years. Okay.
But it might have been, but it was a long 2 years.
There was a lot of time in between High and Dry and Pyromania, I remember, too.
Yeah. Yep. Third Stage, the third album that had Amanda on it. That was 86. That was the big wait.
Okay, that was between album 2 and 3, and that was a little hit like on MTV too. At that time.
8 years between. I'm looking at the second album. I don't even know what the single off of this album was.
Was it "Don't Look Back"? The album.
Don't Look Back. Yeah, was the title track? I don't know.
Yeah, the title track was okay. Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't really click. Yeah, Don't Look Back was probably the biggest song on there.
Feeling Satisfied. I'm going Saxon on this. So, Joe, we need a tiebreaker here.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Saxon here.
Did you ever see Foghat, Jim?
I don't think so. No.
Didn't the version with I think it was just the drummer didn't they play one of not maybe one of the cruises, the Monsters of Rock cruise?
They played the one down in Tennessee.
Oh, right. The Mountain Music Festival.
Yeah, I think I missed them on that, but
yeah, me too. So, I think we have
Skinner font.
The what?
Leonard Skinner font.
Well, yeah, listen, there's a bunch missing. I missed Motley Crue. I missed a whole bunch of them, but we could do a part 2 on this. But for the ones that we did today, and it was not easy, Cheap Trick comes out victorious over Van Halen, over Saxon, over Dio, over Ozzy, over Metallica, over Kiss. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Don. Thank you for watching that clip. Here's some more I think you're going to enjoy. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.